John, congratulations. The news today that you've been handed the manager's job on a permanent basis for 3 years beyond the end of this season. How happy are you and excited are you about the prospect of being Accrington's full-time manager?
Very, very excited, very happy. Just can't wait to get going. I know we've still got obviously a lot of games to play now, but really excited to sort of, with chatting with Andy and the board. And I want to thank Andy and the board for giving me this fantastic opportunity. And an honour to actually manage this club as well. So really, really excited, really looking forward to it, Dan.
What's the experience been like so far?
Just mixed emotions, but right now, very, very happy. It has been mixed, and we've had a few decent results the past 2 games. So it's exciting times, really. I'm excited about it all going forward now.
Clearly a really experienced coach. How much have you learned about your name being over the door and being number one in the last 2 or 3 weeks?
Well, everything, the buck stops with you, doesn't it? So everyone comes to you, the phone doesn't stop, players are asking questions, staff, there's everything to manage. So, I've took that responsibility on that role and sort of embraced it really, and I've enjoyed it. As I said, the first week I was all over the place emotionally and stuff, but right now, sort of the other weeks, the weeks gone by now, enjoyed every single minute of it.
How important has that bit of continuity been, not just with yourself, but with Andy Dibble and Chris Scholes still around for the players?
Very important, yeah, because it's just obviously we've just carried on as normal. We've tweaked a few little things here and there, but it's basically trying to get to the next game, see where we are after that game, see where we are with the injuries and stuff. But to have that continuity, the lads behind you and the playing staff is very good, yeah.
You've played for the club, captained the club, lifted a trophy as the captain of the club. You've been first team coach and won a league title. Does it feel like this club, although you've been in lots of other places, has kind of been a bit of a thread through your career now?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's what I was saying the other day. I've been here 7 seasons now, and 7 successful seasons. Obviously, last year wasn't, but looking forward, it's always been successful in what we've done. 5 seasons in League One, as you just touched on, winning League Two. So it's been a massive part of my journey of where I've got here today now. Yeah, and I've enjoyed it.
How much does the situation change now in the sense that it's very, very much I'm looking at the next game and the next opposition, and now you're looking at the next 3 and a bit years? Yeah,
but really excited. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to start sitting down, talking to the players. Seeing there's contracts up, who we want to speak to, renew them, getting new players in. It'll be new to me. I mean, I've helped along the way in terms of being an assistant manager, first team coach at other clubs. But I've always been an influencer, so I haven't been the decision maker. So the job has totally changed for me now, which I will be the decision maker. So I'm really looking forward to that challenge.
How important will it be now that those discussions can happen? Now that players will know what the future holds, will that make it easier to make those medium and long-term decisions?
Yeah, I think it's very important. As I said, it's players' futures. It's their careers as well. So it's the massive decisions and decisions that we have to get right. We've got a decent balance of players now in terms of youth coming through. The youth's very exciting coming through, as you've seen on the pitch yourself. Alex Henderson, to name just one. Conor O'Brien, Dan Martin, he's grabbed the shirt and kept on to that. And the top footballers now. So, and there's another batch coming through. And, if you add your own players into that in terms of, players you signed, a mixture of experience, and the youth team players coming through, as I said, the future's bright, and I'm looking forward to.
You talked about your time here coaching being largely successful. I'm just interested in what success looks like over the course of your tenure now.
Well, over the course, what it might look like is first and foremost, stay in League Two, and then the ambition for next season is to try and kick on and to see where that takes us. You've got to get the playing staff right in terms of getting that mixture I've just spoke about, bringing into the club the ones that are still here. And getting it right on the pitch, and then with results, you don't know where that takes you. Playoffs, we've won League Two, as you touched on before earlier. So there's no saying that we can't go and do that again. So it's, as I said, I'm really looking forward to it. It's exciting.
Does the approach to the last 8 games of this season change now you know that you've got the job permanently? Can it be more experimental, more looking to next season?
I think it can be, yeah. I think you can have a look at players, so decisions that you might have to make on younger players, if you like, you know, you're going to sink or swim, you know, senior players, you know. So, yeah, I think it can change in giving minutes to players on the pitch to try and prove themselves. So that is, obviously, we go into the next game and then we see where we are after that game, and that could change, yeah.
You talked a little bit ago about tweaking a few things and making a few little changes. Has it been important to you, and will it continue to be important to do things your own way?
It's definitely important, and what I like is feedback as well. So it's not just this is what we're going to do, you know, and that's it. I want people to tell me, you know, it works for us, because the most important thing here at this football club is, one, is the fans, and the next thing after that is the team that's on the pitch. Because if you get the team right on the pitch and you get the results, then everyone's happy. It keeps everyone happy. But it can't just be that this is the way we're going to do it, whether it's right or wrong. I want it to be right. But we're all on the same page and we're all singing off the same hymn sheet. So that's what I want us all to be. I want everyone to come into work and enjoy themselves for all the right reasons, to get to Saturday, Tuesday and get the results in them games.
And kind of just on that, we talked a bit about success as well. Your conversation with the owner and the board of directors about this. What are the expectations? Are they on the same page as you in terms of what success will be?
100%. I've spoke to Andy and the board over the past few days, and just to see how excited and how driven and how passionate he is about this club and how he wants it to succeed. And we've done a lot of good things in the past, as everyone knows, we've just touched on. But to see him now the way he is, and the passion that side of him is yet, you know, there's goals and targets that we've spoke about for next season. But as I said to you before, we've still got games to play, and you don't know what the results and what have you, where this could take us the next, is it 9 games left?
And I appreciate this is not really a question for you, but you've just been given a 3-and-a-bit-year contract.
Yeah.
Is it your understanding that Andy Holt is going to be around for all that time?
Well, that's probably a question that you're going to ask for Andy, but, you know, for me, the way he is, and I said to you before, the passion that he's shown now and the commitment that he's shown to me, and I said I just want to thank them again. It's like a fantastic opportunity for me. So you can ask Andy that question yourself, but I'm sure you probably already know the answer.
Your first game in full-time, permanent charge then,
yeah.
A trip to Sutton United this weekend. Will it make any difference that you've gone from being interim manager to permanent manager? Will it just be business as usual preparations-wise?
Business as usual, the prep's already done, so we'll do a little bit on the grass now, 10 o'clock, and then from there, you know, we'll travel down. So, you know, the lads know what's coming in terms of Sutton. You know, they're a good side. They don't get beat by many goals, and that sounds mad because I know they're down the bottom end of the table and they're fighting for their lives. But in terms of results, you know, the lads know it's going to be a battle. The lads know they can play a bit. The lads know what's coming in terms of ball into your box. So we've got to stand up and be counted. But in terms of me being the manager, as you said, and being in charge of it, one thing hasn't, none of it's changed, you know. So we just prepare like we normally would do for the game going forward, and a game that I'm looking forward to now.
I think Sutton have only won a league home game in October or something. Do you look at that as something you can exploit, or is that a red flag and you think there'll be a reaction here?
Possibly. I mean, they've had a good win on Saturday against Forest Green away. You know, I watched the full game and they've passed the ball well. They played to the strengths at times, but no, there's a team in there, and you know, as I said, looking at the previous results, they haven't been beat by many goals. It's just the odd one goal here. You know, they've had a few draws. I think the last home game they played Grimsby at home and drew 1-1. I was looking at the pitch. I don't think the pitch is probably conducive to playing good football on it in terms of in the middle of the park. It's a bit sandy, but I don't know what that's like now. It might have changed, but that was the last home game. But we know what's coming with Sutton, and as I said to you, I think they're a tough opposition, and I think it'll be a right good game, a good battle, and one that the lads and I'm looking forward to.
What's your thinking on the goalkeeping situation? You're obviously without Radek Vitek. Is Toby Savin ready, having played a few development games? That's
a chat that me and Dibs will have to have and make that decision before obviously tomorrow comes.
You've still got Jack McIntyre, of course. I spoke to Radek himself at the weekend, and he certainly felt like the goalkeeping department's well covered and the competition will be a lot stronger when he comes back. Is that something you've got to foster?
Yeah, we've got a fantastic goalkeeping coach in Andy Dibble. He knows his stuff. Everyone knows him in terms of being a legend of the game, and what he gives to day-to-day to them goalkeepers in terms of his knowledge and his expertise on his training sessions and everything. It's invaluable to them young lads. You know, and Jack's been thriving, to be honest. Toby has. Radek, you know, he's come from Manchester United. He's done absolutely brilliant. I mean, we touched on his save on Saturday against Notts County with his foot. and that's him staying focused. So that's a credit to Andy Dibble and all the hard work that he does, and long may that continue.
Does it help in a sort of perverse way that the goalkeeper has changed so many times this season that players maybe kind of get used to it?
I think they do. I think if you're doing your job in front of the goalkeeper, I think the goalkeeper hasn't got much to do. So in terms of what we said again, just touching back on that, with Radek, 80 odd minutes, and then he comes to life and he makes a save that gets us a point in the end. A game that we sort of dominated into the second half, but it's the lads do the job in front of them. You don't have to worry about what's behind you. In terms of if the likes of we've had Joe Walsh, we've had John McCracken. So all them lads have contributed and done really well for us, and played with different personnel in front, different centre halves, different full-backs, whatever, different formations, and they've all dealt with it quite well. So, as I said to you before, I think they're in great hands, the goalkeepers with Andy Dibble. And
consistency, really hard to find in the EFL generally. I think Accrington have only won back-to-back away games once this season. Yeah. How significant would it be to have gone to Swindon, come from behind, won, excuse me, and then go to Sutton and get 3 points?
Well, I don't see why not. So, that's, as I said, we've done the prep. All the lads are ready for it, they're up for it. So, we'll go down there and we'll go and try and win the game as normal.
And aside from Radek being on international duty, is there anything different personnel-wise, anything absentee-wise?
No, everything's fine. I think we've got Matt Lowe, maybe the next one coming back in the next few weeks. Obviously, we've got Lewis Trickett away on international duty as well. So, but no, everyone's fine, everyone's fit, and everyone's ready to go.
And we talked about the subs bench on Saturday, didn't we? Having some of those senior guys back. Is that a boost to everybody?
Brilliant. I mean, what they give is invaluable in terms of around the dressing room, the experience day to day on the training pitch with the young players. So it's fantastic to have them back, and obviously the team's been doing quite well over the past couple of games. So when they're called upon, that experience is called upon, they'll be ready to go.